Merab, and I was going, I'm gonna fight your coach. He's going, yeah, you should do that. He said he'd knock me clean out.
Some man they wanna chat shit till I knock 'em ain't like I'm Jack Shaw. Rolls hat, roll stack, my flow sharp like a hacksaw. Getting off.
Yeah.
Special setting today. Had to switch it up. Why are we switching it up, Joe?
Time, mate. Yeah, no time.
Time is of the essence.
It is.
Joe's doing samurai filming, isn't it?
That's it.
So-
Yeah, come to film with
And
it.
he's busy sweeping chimneys, so we've had to switch it up. But the benefit of that is we've got the return of the Mac.
Off the cuff. How's things been? You haven't been on, have you, since?
No, when was the last time I come on? Kazagi, I think, was the last one.
Yeah,
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 we-
we've
we-
been.
yeah.
When was that? November? About a
Yeah.
year ago, nearly.
Yeah, I can't believe that's been a year.
I know.
Is it that long?
Yeah, it was before Flex, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because
before
Flex was in
yeah.
December. Yeah, Flex was on for Christmas, and I think Joe was the big guest before Flex. Christ, this year gone mental fast, hasn't it?
Oh yeah. When I see memories come up, it's been a year since this, a year since that. I can't believe it.
Yeah, when the other day, I think it was like a year since we done Reese, a year since we done Brandon. Yeah, Gavin Gwynn, that was well over a year ago now.
Yeah.
Local, that was another one.
As you get older, time just seems to fly by, doesn't it?
I know, the kids are, isn't it?
Kids. Yeah. The days are long, but the years are fast, isn't it? That's what people say.
Is that what they say?
Yeah.
How's preparation for Samurai going?
Good. Boys working hard, aren't they? All fit. Put them through it on Monday, and they come out the other side pretty unscathed and fit. Well, we got 3 weeks Saturday.
3 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, so all peaking at the right time. Got a big team, haven't we? We got Levi at main event pro, and for the titles we got Kane,
Yohan,
Bevan, and Alice. So we
Liam,
got 4.
and Liam.
So 5.
5, yeah.
5. Is it 5?
Kane, Yohan,
Bevan,
Alice, Liam.
Alice, Liam. So we got 5 fighting for titles.
Alice Richards, no,
Alice
Alice
Richards,
Richards.
yeah.
I mean, Alice is fighting for bantamweight.
And 6 title fights altogether. I think it's 26 fights on the card. And then we got Morgan Lennon. Who else we got on the undercard? Archer, young Alfie Parker. Nice for him, first one without the shins headshots.
Kyle Richards.
Yeah, Kyle Richards.
Josh Sinnott.
The gorilla, the vanilla gorilla, as we call him.
Is that it?
That's it. I think that's pretty much it.
Got
Yeah.
most of them, and the big fights, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's like 11 fighters. So
Is it stress for you now at this point, coming up to it, or is it?
Listen,
all
stress,
set, ready to go?
the day is stress. I enjoy the build up, don't I? It's,
He says he's not stressed. He'll have about 10 pull-outs tonight. I swear. He'll be stressed.
no, but when you say I thought I meant training the boys. Yeah.
Oh, right, no, the actual show.
There's always stress, but right, because right up until everyone weighed in on the day, you can have pull-outs. I mean, the worst case we had 14 pull-outs. I think it was in 9 days.
Really?
Yeah, and we went from like 29 fights down to 18. I think we lost that many fights.
I think the thing people don't understand as well is you're seeing online, obviously the show's posting that it's sold out. But just say, for example, a big ticket seller pulls out now tomorrow with injury and they've sold 100 tickets. That means you're going to have 100 tickets coming back, isn't it? Which is what people don't. I think people just think it's like a UFC or a cage wars. Once the ticket's sold, it's over obviously with this because people are selling to their friends and family. It's like,
and it's hard to manage because if the lad have had 100 tickets and he haven't paid you until the day, you know, because it says on the ticket, it's card subject to change. You're buying a ticket for the show, not the fight.
But if they haven't returned the tickets yet,
the only ones that are guaranteed are online.
Yeah.
Are online tickets.
Is there any way you can like make it so it's like a link so they can still get what they get?
We've spoke about it, but there's so many fighters say they prefer to sell it.
I speak from experience. Like I done the link once with Cage Wars, and it was a nightmare because people weren't following
the code.
So
we were having the sale, but they weren't getting a commission.
So someone would follow like my link to buy a ticket, and then like some of the other boys would be like, "Oh, where are you buying it?" So then he would send a link, but it would just be like a generic link. So you're losing out on.
Just end up going straight through the website.
So you end up like you say, you could sell 100 tickets and say 50 buy off a link. Sometimes 10 or 15 of them end up not putting a code in or don't put the right link, and you lose a commission on that.
I mean, at this time round, we can afford to lose a couple of big because we've got such a reserve list. You know what I mean? Of fighters still wanting tickets. We could have sold this over twice, I think, probably, which is good, you know. It's a good quality card, mind. I always find the October card coming up to Christmas, winding down after Christmas. You know what it's like. If you have the summer holidays, people are saving for their holiday. After Christmas, people are skinned.
Yeah.
But I think October is a
people want to get
perfect time. People want a night out. then they get ready to prepare for Christmas.
And I think the fighters are the same. Like they want to have a good finish to the year.
Yeah, of course they do. Yeah.
So they want to. It's a nice time for them to fight because they can have a bit of time afterwards to enjoy. Before going into the new year.
But no, good card. It'll be sold out. It'll be good atmosphere.
You doing another one now after this for this year, or is
no? That's it for this year. We've done 3 this year. And to be honest, you know, I say it always. The scene is not as deep as it used to be. We'll probably look at 2 shows. But actually, you know, a good friend with Dino Rambudo, he had a nightmare, didn't he? How many pull-outs he had in the last 4 or 5 days? Bloody Borsar must have had 7 or 8 pull-outs within like the last 3 days of the show. Well, that knocks you sideways. I mean, he's invested a lot of money into the cage, production, staff, beer for the bars, and then, you know, like Jack said, we lose 200 tickets. So, you know, people think it's a money-making machine. You know, we've lost money on plenty of shows.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I imagine there's so much that goes into it.
Yeah.
Because whether or not you sell all the tickets or half the tickets, what your costs don't really
price is
change,
still the
do they?
same.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
Good weekend. You had a weekend in Scotland as well.
Yeah, went to
Reece
Scotland.
won. Rory lost.
Really close decision.
Typical Rory. Close. Good
fight.
back and forth fight. He's never in a boring fight. I don't think I've ever seen Rory.
And the lad he foughts a talented lad. He's from a good gym as well. You know, no shame in that as a loss. But Rory just don't seem to have that rub of the green sometimes when it comes to fight night. You know, all the preparation was good, wasn't it? And you know, his attitude and the way he plays himself in training, you can't ask for any more of somebody. Do you know what I mean? So a bit gutted for him, but you know, he's all right. He's like you said to me. You know, I felt there was improvements in go again.
Do you know what? He looked good though. He looked really good in like.
Even in each going into that third
even
round.
in the third round, like I can see why they give it to the boy, but I don't think the lad who won would have argued if it got. I think either depending on what you're looking at, I think the boy also had a little bit more control time.
Yeah, I went in. I said I think you've lost that third round.
I felt that, but I mean like.
But yeah, you
on damage as well.
A lot of people we speak to backstage like, oh, that could have gone either way.
Yeah, 100%. So, yeah. So.
Hey, it's the nature of the game we're in. It's a game of inches, as I say.
And then Reece done well. A lot of pressure on him.
A lot of pressure on him, home crowd, and like, you know, a couple of people I see criticise online saying, oh, you know, he's 11-10, but that's 21 pro fights. And let me tell you, he was a physical specimen. Like, you don't appreciate it. I've watched it back on the TV, and you don't appreciate it on the telly to what it was like cage fight, how physically empowering he was. He was a big juiced up fella. Do you know what I mean? He was. Yeah. And he was ripped. He was explosive. And he ground him down. He broke him down each round and took the soul.
A lot of pressure as well, coming off 2 losses. Yeah. Co-main event in Scotland as well. Yeah. Sold a lot of tickets. Like,
was it Cam's last fight?
Cam was his last fight, and then he lost for the title against Gittins before. I know you've lost to 2 good boys here, but still a lot of pressure because and he's probably the biggest ticket seller here by mile. Oh yeah, the ovation, the pop he had when he. Because Reece is like Reece is not just doing it as an hobby. Like Reece got aspirations of getting to a big show and doing it as a living. So for him at 29, you coming off 2 losses, you lose that third one. That can be a matter of, you know, maybe this ain't gonna play it right forward. So there's a lot of pressure on him too. And he looked really good. He dominated the fight and he won every round. Oh, he won every round. And obviously finished him off. And weren't happy with him jumping the gilly though. I know you'll be filming with that in the corner. He had the back in here and the boy scrambled up. I thought, don't jump the guillotine. Don't. I know he's really good at it, but I thought he's gonna be fucking filming with that in the corner. When he was down for the last week, he'd come down a few times doing his camp. We were drilling about like getting the hooks on the back, underhooking the armpits, and not giving the position up. And he's come up, he's seatbelt in, he's rolled up. We've walked in, he's looked at me with this like disdain on his face, going, "Shake, I'm really sorry I fell off the back." And it tickled me, like let's get up from, you still on the round, let's get on with it. And then I'm cage side, and he's like done a lovely takedown, and I'm going, go to your right. No, your left, my right. And he looked at me, he was like grin, he said he was all like, do not the person. He said, I had him, I was thinking, what's he talking about? Surely you want me to go to the left. But yeah, he's a good lad, good win. And obviously I'll push him on now, hopefully in November we'll get a fight for him. And he's going to try, he said he wants to fight in Newcastle, so. Oh, that's not a million miles for him. No, good strong finish. He can sell tickets down there, so it makes sense for Cage Boys. Yeah, there's still a couple of boys looking to fight this year, and obviously me and Oban looking to fight. You and Oban now in November, they've told us, just waiting on an exact location and date, but we've been told November. A couple of the boys are doing the IMAF, I think Riley and Lauren are doing the IMAF, are they? And what else have we got? Johan Harris is probably... Bevan's doing the IMAFs. Bevan as well, sorry. Bevan's doing the IMAFs. I thought it was dependent on who wins out of him and Talon. Yeah, it is. But no, I think it depends, like if Bevan's old enough to still do the juvenile. So he'll put him in the I think they've said Are they both the same age?
I don't know. I think it'll work. One will do
Whoever
adults
wins
and one will
gets
do
to
the
pick
juvenile.
all the-
Yeah.
And then Johan Harris is probably going to fight before the year's out, I'm guessing.
He's due to call me now. I told him to ring me at 2 o'clock, so I don't know if he's got a fight lined up. He texted me earlier when I had the kids in and said, can I give a quick call? I need to chat to you. So,
Yeah,
Like
Johan.
Aries
Scotty
again.
as well.
Aries, yeah.
Scotty.
You know, Cage Warriors have promised us a fight deal for him, so I've got to speak to Ian at the end of this week, and hopefully we'll get him up before the end of the year as well.
Nice busy entry, isn't it? I haven't been flat out this year, isn't it?
Non-stop. I had that one period, like, I think I went to Chicago with Brett. No, I went to Dublin with Rory. That was 3 or 4 days. Home for a week. Chicago with Brett. Home for a week. Brazil with you. Home for a week. Samurai Fight Night. Home for a week. Back to South Dakota with Brett. It was honestly jet lag. I was getting over jet lag and then having.
And then you chuck in, you had a week in Manchester, Oban as well.
Oh, Manchester then, and then Manchester a week with Oban in Manchester, which weren't too bad.
You've had a weekend in Scotland.
Having to drive, yeah, be flat out.
Do you enjoy it then? Does it just get
I don't. Listen, I'm like you've.
You've said
what's his name? Carl out the office, the idiot abroad.
Idiot abroad.
Yeah,
Carl Pickerton, is it?
Carl Pilkington. The boys reckon I'm like Carl Pilkington. There's no way now that I'm happy going unless it's 10 to out lady.
If they invented a time travel thing, we could just like step in and bang you. You wouldn't mind it, would it?
Well, mate, I don't like the play.
No,
I just don't like their cultures either, man.
He's a grumpy old bastard. I don't mind, like, you know, like the fight week. I also miss being away with the family, but it's the travel day that does me in. Like, if I could
You
just
can be travelling 24 hours.
yeah, if I could just click my fingers and bang at the hotel, I wouldn't. The fight week itself is quite bearable.
That's why Manchester was nice.
It's just the
you know?
travel.
The travel is, people don't appreciate it. It's like 2.5 hour drive to Heathrow.
Then you're in Heathrow.
Then
for
you're
3
in
hours.
Heathrow for 3 hours. So there's 5.5 hours. Then you're on a 10-hour flight, which is sometimes connecting flights. You've got to stop over for 2.5, 3 hours somewhere. Yeah. And then you check in through the other side, which is an hour and a half, 2 hours. Then a taxi for an hour to the. And all of a sudden you think, where's our last 24 hours gone?
Yeah.
You're there to do a job as well, I suppose. So it's not like you're there to have a
I don't like it.
Yeah, no, you're not travelling on a jolly either.
No,
like most
no.
of the time when most of my travel experience is cutting weight and hungry and. But yeah, other than that, I'm trying to think. Alf's all good. Everyone keeps asking me, "How's your old man?" How's
well, I haven't been ill for. This will be the test now. Winter coming with the bugs start coming on because my immune system's still low, a bit vulnerable. Picking up, like I don't just pick the cold up now. We'll go to the flu, to a really bad chest infection. I'm off for a week. Yeah. But touch wood.
Do you get tested now?
Yeah,
like regular?
Every 3 months. I'm a 12-month test in July, all good. And now it's for the second year, it's every 4 months. Then for the third year, it's every 6 months. So
that's good,
it's
mate.
Yeah. They do your blood scans. Encourage you, like, which I do a check every week for lumps in the groin, armpits, and neck, because that's where the most prominent are for what I've had. And I've got to look out for night sweats. But he'll tell you, I've always sweated in the night. So like when they say like, have you been suffering from night sweats? When he diagnosed me, yeah, but for the last 30 years, since I can remember, I wake up, the bed is wet, I just sweat during the evening.
Yeah.
So it's an hard one for me. I just got to keep looking for lumps constantly.
Do you worry about it, or is it just like you live every day now?
What will be.
Yeah, that's it.
Again, you know, I know it's stupid to say, but it's like you've had it now. So if you do find a lump, at least you know what it is, and it's like right.
Yeah.
And hopefully, like, because sometimes they just cut the lump out, can't they? And that'll be the end of it. Yeah. Anything? I'm trying to think. Anything else for?
Big card this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the main event.
Well, it's a big card. It's not really a big card.
It's not. It's a big card in Mexican.
Yeah. When you think like there's tickets going for 25 grand, would you pay 25 grand to watch our card?
I would say if you look at your casual fan and showed that 14 fight card, probably 75% they would not know. We would know who's winning the sport. Yeah. But anyone, you know, majority premium, we wouldn't know. A lot of Mexican fighters in there, isn't there?
There's 3 good fights on there in it for me.
Let's start with Ortega and Lopez.
Yeah, there's that.
Let's talk about that one. Who do you think?
Ortega.
I think probably Ortega.
I go in Ortega as
Just
well.
experience.
My reason for that is I think Lopez.
Is it 145 or 145?
Yeah, 145.
That's the only thing.
But Lopez is a fucking monster, isn't he?
Let me tell you, hats off to him.
But then when he fought Danny Gay, who obviously took it, and I know that'll work both ways. That's tough for Lopez to fight Ige on a day's notice as well. But
3 hours notice.
Ige is like a well-schooled fighter. He's got good boxing. So like, that storm of Lopez to bring in the first round with the power shots, he does it hard, but he was kind of schooled enough on the feet to weather it, was schooled enough on the floor to defend. He looked a little bit ill. He lost the last round as well, I thought, and I just think like Ortega,
he's a different level of grappler.
He's tough as they come.
Boxing is excellent.
His boxing's good. You know he's good for it's a 3 round winner, but he's got good engine on him, and I think he'll probably be. I know Lopez is like a 3rd degree black belt, but I feel like Ortega will probably match him on the ground.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like if I don't see Lopez taking him down, and I don't see Ortega taking him down. Yeah. I think if he fought on the feet, and I just think Ortega's the better striker. Lopez hits harder, but Ortega will just overwhelm him, and it'd be like a Rodriguez situation.
I think Ortega's the favourite, but there'd be no shock if Lopez pulled
out.
Oh
no,
no.
But I'm leaning towards Ortega on his, as you said, experience.
Yeah.
And I just think his grappling is different level in that division.
I think that Lopez got a style and the natural beat. He could beat. It wouldn't be a shock for him to beat anyone in the division because he hits that hard.
And he's massive.
Yeah, he's huge.
Honestly,
he's huge.
When we were in Brazil with me and he was poolside, and I was stood next to him, he's taller than me and he's wider frame than me and he's making 145.
Yeah.
And I'm walking around 86 kilograms.
Yeah.
You know?
Like if he clips anyone in the first 2 minutes clean, he's probably going to put him away. He's one of the, or if he jumps on a guillotine, jumps on it. Because you'll see people shooting on him, and he just locks up that ass, doesn't he? Shit up with that. But I think Ortega. But like you say, you wouldn't be shocked if Lopez blow him out the water in the first 2 minutes either.
Grasso, Shevchenko, I'm going to go Grasso again. I just think nobody expected her to win the last one. She looked good in the fight, and I just think her confidence would have gone up.
Yeah, but they've drawn since then, haven't they?
Well, they had a rematch.
Rematch
since then.
This is the 3rd, isn't it?
Yeah, Valentina, a lot of people felt like she won, and they give it a draw. So, I don't know. It's all to play for. I got to be honest.
I'm going to go Grasso.
I didn't watch the second fight.
No, I haven't watched the second one either.
I didn't even know they'd have a second fight. That's
You definitely didn't watch it.
Just to be controversial, I'll go Valentina.
Who are you going?
I'll go Valentina.
I just think perhaps in the first fight, perhaps you underestimated her a bit.
Yeah.
Didn't give her a chance. No one really knew Grasso was up until that point. But
she's been having a lot of success as well, and she's.
But obviously, it will be the Mexican fan base here might play a part. Who knows? And then the main event, O'Malley and Merab.
That's his 50-50 a fight because it's 2 completely different styles. If it's in the first 2 rounds, it's going to be O'Malley. I think if it's 3, 4, 5, it's going to be.
Like you say, it's one of them. It's it's going to go one or 2 ways. O'Malley's either going to chin him in the first 2, or Merab's going to just maul him on the gym. But you genuinely don't know.
Don't know which way he's going to go.
No. Although I got to give O'Malley credit, right? With O'Malley, I think everyone have just sort of been like, wait till he fights a grappler. Wait till he fights a wrestler.
Well, like, Aljamain.
You've knocked Aljamain out in 2 rounds. And
pound for pound is probably the best bantamweight
of all time. Who's to say? We don't know his jiu-jitsu. Who's to say Merab don't take down? He don't get up. He don't reverse. He's meant to have really good jiu-jitsu.
But he's won quite a few sub-onis over the last 12 months, you know. And I've watched him training. He pulls that guillotine out.
But I just think Merab is a different animal on the floor. Yeah. I think Aljo's a better grappler. But I think like Merab,
the engine on.
I think Merab got no intention of keeping you down. He's happy to get you down. You get back up, and he'll take you back. Like
you know, you remind me of Brett Johns.
Who's
in the cage right now doing a bunch of
He's only saying that 'cause he's over there. Did
better looking?
I tell you, I seen on Instagram last week.
Which one?
The only person to defend every one of Merab's takedowns was Jose Aldo.
And he still took him down, though, didn't he?
No, not for 16 on takedown, really? But he just had him totally blown from defending and just beat him up on the feet. Which is a mad stat. Shows how good Aldo is, man. Well, still is.
Aldo's takedowns defence, you could argue, has been one of the best over the last 15 years.
Yeah, like it's mad. He lost him. Like people were saying at the time, he lost to Merab. You need to call it a day now. And then you look where Merab is now, and then Aldo comes back and beats Martinez. Like Aldo still can. I think. Would I see Aldo? I think Aldo's fighting Figueiredo. Did I see that?
No,
I'm not sure.
No, it's not Figueiredo. It's the guy who just beat Ricky Simone, Batista.
Yeah, and Figueiredo's fighting somebody as well. Who did I see him matched with?
I don't think they match. I think they talked about trying to do him in Umar.
Are they?
No, I seen another one. I did. I'll have to have a look at that after. But yeah, Figueiredo's doing well, mate.
O'Malley's saying he's next, and he's trying to push for that fight if he gets through Merab.
Yeah.
What do you want, Figueiredo?
He doesn't want to fight
Umar. They'll give it to Umar because of the fan base.
Yeah.
But Figueiredo would probably do deserve, like on paper. Alright, Umar beat Sandhagen, but you look at Figueiredo's gone up a weight. He beat Cody Garbrandt, former champion. He beat, who else did he beat? He beat 3, haven't he?
He's had one recently.
He just beat Cheeto
as well.
And dropped Cheeto, mind. And O'Malley couldn't put Cheeto down.
That was a good fight.
And I got to be honest, we all said about Umar, Sandhagen's the the level where we know is he the real deal or
Yeah.
not. And to be honest, 5 rounds of domination, it's not pleasing on the eye, but it's what them guys.
He's a nightmare to fight though, anyway, because he's so awkward on
But
the
he
feet.
can't strike.
He's awkward on the feet, and
And
then
maybe TKO and he walked away and he turned
Rani Barcelos.
Barcelos, yeah. Barcelos a Brazilian.
Yeah.
And he's like smashed him and he's so apologetic. He's
Grabbed
like,
his head.
oh, I'm sorry, I hit you when you're down. Like,
But he'd be so hard to fight because he's so awkward with the striking, and I think the minute you think, alright, he's still, then he just shoots. And the amount of times he shot on Sandhagen, and then Sandhagen like half spoiled it and he ended up on his back.
Yeah.
And it's always that thing, and then like with a 5 round, can he do it? And he did it for 5 rounds,
he did
no
it for-
problem.
Listen, one thing you can't say about Khabib's camp, his conditioning is ever going to be an issue.
And Sandhagen is as technical as they come with the rest. And
Yeah, I think you know, you probably argue top 4 Sandhagen, and for Umar to do what he done to him, I think he does deserve a title shot.
Yeah, I think he's
Yeah,
like
I don't even think he needed another fight, but if he does fight Figueiredo, I think it'll be more the same. He'll take Figueiredo down as well.
I think O'Malley's too big for Figueiredo, I do.
Yeah,
I think he's
because
too big.
Figueiredo can
I
strike
don't
a bit more.
Yeah, and he's come up on flight.
Figueiredo's going to have to try and win by wrestling, and I just don't think he'll get him done. But then again, like, I say that, he did drop Cheeto, and O'Malley didn't drop Cheeto, and it's hard to say, but I just...
It's a good point, it's a good point. Yeah.
I think... I do think O'Malley now is starting to get a respect that he probably deserves. I think for a long time people give it the old, he's protected, and...
He's been a gimmick, really.
Listen,
you look at him and you think he's a gimmick.
You cannot argue with a knockout win over Aljamain Sterling, who for me is the best bantamweight ever. You know, look at his resume. He's beaten everybody.
Yeah.
Me.
Did you see the clip of that Tim Welsh shouting, "Go Aljo, go"?
Yeah,
that?
it's crafty, wasn't it?
It was crafty.
Yeah, he was Tim Welsh was shouting to Aljo, "You gotta go, Aljo, you gotta go," as if like he was one of his cornermen, and they convinced that like was baited him like
He's put on an accent as well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's like done it purposefully.
You know, I never used to like him, to be honest, but the more I watch it, I think he's a good coach. He's very
Tim Welsh, very good.
Like I watched a lot of his breakdowns and stuff on YouTube, and you can see he got a gen. And what I liked as well, which I thought was a good point, he said, like, me and O'Malley have been working together now for 10 years every day, and he's like, I haven't got another pro fighters. He said, I got 3 amateur fighters and 1 pro fighter. He said, so all of my time
Goes in
when he's got a fight, all of my time goes into it. So I thought that's it, because it's a bit like a boxing trainer. I thought,
but probably financially,
you only need one.
you only
pro
need one.
fighter,
pro
worked out,
fighter,
isn't it? Yeah.
And I mean, what I will say about Sean as well, his personality won me over. When I watch him on his podcast, he's very articulate, he's very switched on. You see the gimmick on the day and the talk and all of that shit. But like I watched him on the stare off for the Sphere, and he's saying to Merab, pick one to put you to sleep, you know. And he's so confident. But I do think
I tell you what,
Merab doesn't fear him or fear him.
I tell you what I did laugh at is when he's going to Merab, and I was going, I'm gonna fight your coach. He's going, yeah, you should do that. He said he'd knock you clean out. And he goes,
His weight class
he
is
won
for a
knock me
reason.
down. He goes, no, he won. This weight class is for him. Try it. He said, fight me and then you can fight him.
Honestly, murder you.
Yeah.
You'll be killed.
And what you have got to respect about O'Malley is if you do watch like the YouTube and stuff, you can see he's obviously looked after his coach as well. Like they got like a gym. He's got like a gym now. There's no way that O'Malley hasn't put some money into the gym. He's got like they got like the podcast going on, and like
I think he's a genuine person. Isn't he? He's just putting on the front.
yeah, he sells tickets.
I watched the countdown, I enjoyed the count. I didn't realise he had a daughter as well, and he's married. Did you know he's married?
Yeah, and he also
Sleep around flat out there.
he's very like.
Looking at their. Have you seen that? What they talk about all the time?
Yeah, he got an open relationship.
Yeah, it's bonkers, isn't it?
But he also like I do like as well that he's proper. You can see he's got he's not like a champ. He's not like because he's so confident. He's not just like, oh, I'm the champ. I'm this. Like he's kind of, you can see like you talk about Merab. He's like, yeah, he's dangerous as fuck the fight. He says this could be a nightmare. But said the same of Aljo. He's like, I know this could be a nightmare of a fight. If he gets me down in the first minute, I'm gonna have a nightmare. Like and. You can see, like, he doesn't, I think he's stopped, like, partying and all that now. He does, like, his after party, he's big into his recovery. He's year-round on a diet. He's, like, moved his family up, like, some ranch.
Yeah.
And he's, like, building a gym on the ranch. He's building houses for his coaches and for his mother and his sister.
Have you seen, on the countdown, where John would sit down with Merab to watch the fights and they got somebody dressed up as O'Malley?
That's great, isn't it?
Thanks for joining us, Sean.
Not Sugar Sean on Instagram, isn't he?
I did laugh as well at O'Malley on the one. I think it was on the press day, and he was like, "Do you think, you keep saying Merab is stupid?" He's like, "Do you really think he does?" He's like, The guy doesn't know what fucking ice is, he said. Didn't realise that water when it gets cold turns into ice. Jumped in a frozen lake, cracked his head off. He's like, how do you not know what ice is? He's like, you can see the ice on the water. But no, like, make no mistake, though, it's a 50-50 fight. If Merab can get, like, when you see what Merab done to Cejudo, I think that's a big eye opener.
Listen, to dominate the wrestling against an double Olympics. Is he double? No, Olympic medalist. Two weight divisions. And to be honest, like that one where he picks him up, he carries him across the cage and just slams him down.
Even Peter Yan. Well, Peter Yan and Cejudo, you look like, this is what I'm saying about the rest. I know Aldo's a better guy, but you look how hard of a time Aldo had taken them two down.
Yeah.
And I think with Merab, it's kind of like his style is just go and get up and I'll take you back down. And I think that sucks a life.
And he spars up until Thursday. He's like Strickland. He spars on a Thursday.
I've seen his weight cut.
Yeah.
He does he does it old school. He's like, no, I don't do none of that water load. He's like, I just hardly eating for 5 days, training 100%. Like I seen him on a bike running up and down the street in the sweatsuit, pound in the bag. But
do you reckon that brings something in mentality wise? Like,
I just think it's ADHD, man.
Mentally, you can just see he's like you're not going to intimidate or like tire him out there. I think it's not a case he don't get tired. I think he's just that nuts that you just keep going even when he is tired.
Yeah. There's some fucking funny people about there. I see in the comments, you know, that Not Sugar Sean,
yeah,
that guy who's pretending to be him. They're doing loads of videos together. See loads of people in the comments saying, no one's going to watch this fight if you're this friendly. And it's like, you must...
As if it's a real one life. And I wonder if he'll have Ray Long going out there. Because I know he's been training out at Syndicate.
He's trained a lot of Syndicate. There's nothing on Ray Long there, which I think he owes, you know,
he should have him in the
career to
corner,
Ray should still be part of that camp.
Predictions then?
I'm going to say Merab, and I'm going to throw it out there, stoppage round 5.
At the risk of being totally humiliated here, I'm going to say O'Malley round 1 knockout.
Like I say,
I just think
end round 2.
My thing with Merab is he does get caught early on.
And
Cejudo clipped him,
and O'Malley hits different.
Mariah's clipped in. There's one thing involved by Cejudo. If O'Malley clips you clean, he will knock you clean out. Do you know what I mean? And he's a good finisher as well. Like whenever he puts people down,
he's accurate. He don't rush in.
And he doesn't stay still either. Like I watched a bit of training. You got to give him credit. He don't stop moving. He's never still, and he's one of them guys who got that God-gifted power. So even on the back foot, he's always balanced enough. We can just bang him on the back. He's not like you got to plant his feet to throw. He hit Aljo moving back, didn't he? You know, he pulled back and went over the top. And yeah, I'm gonna go O'Malley knockout round 1. But obviously, there's a big risk there. I just look at it.
One fight I want to touch on is Jones and Stipe. Why they not released the fight?
I think they're doing a big promo this weekend.
I assume you know.
I think they're waiting for the Sphere.
Good show.
They
got imagine the graphics.
They've already released that. I've seen the greatest of all time promo that they put out. I think they're going to do something like I think they're going to bill it as like the greatest of all time versus the greatest heavyweight of all time.
And I'm going to say 1 round Jones. I just think Steve is too long out of the game, 40 odd years of age.
How do you think he beats him in a round though?
I think we'll take him down.
I don't.
Right. You can witness this. We have a bet, you know.
I'm not saying Steve will win, but I bet it'll go 5 rounds.
First round.
What if it goes 2, 3, 4?
Null and void.
Null and void, yeah. I think Jones will beat him, but I do think people are sleeping on Stipe a bit.
I think you got to.
Because you got to think. Oh, yeah, I know you say you've had 3 years out, but Jones only had 1 fight in that time.
I ain't saying, but he's also a lot older.
And Jones is partying like.
Yeah, but I mean, I watched Stipe on the pads, and I don't know whether it's like for effect, but he looks slow.
Yeah.
Like I watched training video on him from years ago, and the man is sharp. He's a machine. I just thought he looked like a 40-year-old man. I've been in that position where I've been fighting in my 30s, and then 42, 43 comes in. You can't do what you was doing.
Yeah.
Like at 42, athletically, I was a completely different animal to 38 even. You know what I mean? At 38, I was still holding on, still fighting MMA. 42, it was just a distant memory.
I 100% think Jones will win. I just don't think.
I think it'll be quick.
You'll wipe him out.
And I think then they've got to do Aspinall and Jones. There's no other way. There's no other fight that they can.
So whether or not they're Slide Pereira and
Pereira in the background.
Or does Jones take that win and retire?
I think
he's got enough.
I think if it hadn't been all this buzz around Aspinall, I think he would 100%.
Yeah.
But because Aspinall caused such a stir now, I think if he doesn't take it,
and Jones is competitive.
if he doesn't take the Aspinall fight, it'll constantly linger over him. I think it'd have been like, you know, when he beat DC the first time and got popped for steroids. You know, if he'd never come back and fought DC again.
Yeah.
Same with DC. You know, when DC won the light heavyweight, but he had to fight Jones, didn't he? It'd have been like DC saying, "No, I'm not fighting." And Jones is a competitive.
I do think the one fighter which will be a bridge too far for him
is Aspinall.
Is Tom. I think Tom is he's the perfect.
He's the new breed of heavyweight.
He's the perfect heavyweight. He's probably cutting a couple of pounds to get up to 260, right? He can do it all. He can wrestle. He's athletic. He moves like you watch him in a fight, and if you had a bit of graphic and slimmed him down, you think he was watching a featherweight. His movement is, I mean, like look what he done to Blades. Just woof on him, wasn't he? Do you know what I mean?
You go back and watch our podcast about the Pavlovich fight, and I think I said it on it, and I say everyone's going on about Pavlovich. Gotta watch the right hand. I said if Tom clips him, he'll knock him out. I said about 2 or 3, round 2 or 3. I said he'll take a. But he's also like, he's not just a big guy hitting hard, he hits hard as well. And I think he hits so hard because he's so big, so fast.
Don't forget, mate, he got a good boxing pedigree. He was sparring Tyson Fury and all them boys back in the day.
Do you know the story?
He nearly passed over the boxing.
Do you know the story about Tyson Fury and him? He was always training with Peter Fury.
Peter Fury, yes.
And the story is, he was trying to get an MMA fight, and these shows couldn't get him on. And Tyson said, "Tell the show, I'll pay your purse and I'll pay your opponent's purse, just get you a fight."
Yeah.
So I think he had a fight in the UK, it wasn't cage, I think it was like on a Liverpool show. And Tyson paid him and his opponent by all accounts, just so, because like obviously he's training with Tom, like you need to be fighting, you can't, you know, like
There's not many heavyweights, really.
No. And if you watch, it's funny because if you watch Savannah Marshall trains him now, doesn't she? But Savannah Marshall's under Peter Fury. And if you watch her like shadow box, she's got a similar style to Tom, but you can see that he's been schooled in that boxing. And obviously done a lot of cowbond as well with John Giles, who got a wicked tie back as well.
And Collins, a cracking tie coach as well.
Yeah, but look, people rip Darren Till, and it's like, hang on, Darren Till is a like, you look at Drake, like how good a fight you have with Drake.
Yes. Look at Darren Till's odds. It's all top 5 level fights, you know, and world champions. You can't fall. Darren Till's pedigree is top 10. You know it is. You look at his last fight with Drake, people were like saying that, oh, he's done. And he fought that fight with a blown knee, and he nearly knocked Drake out. Drake has gone on. And look what Drake is doing now, mauling people. Going back to what you said about the heavyweight division being so weak, I got a philosophy on this. I've said it lots of times. I think it's because rugby pays so well in the UK. So if you're a 6'5", 260-pound athletic monster, do you want to start off earning £500 a night with somebody trying to knock you out and render you unconscious, or you go into a rugby field where you earn £250,000 a year at a decent level of rugby, and then flip back on his head, go to America? They're all playing basketball in the NFL and making 15 million a year in their first year in the league. But they got 300 million to choose from. I just think in the UK they're far further advanced in America with MMA now, and the wrestling also plays a big factor. Some big lads in wrestling. What happens if you're a big lad, athletic lad in school? What do they do? You need to be playing rugby. You don't ever see a teacher go, join an MMA gym. And then all of a sudden, you've hit 16, you've had your Welsh under 16s cap. Then you've had your under 21 cap. Then all of a sudden, the Dragons or the Blues or Beef are coming in going, we'll give you 50 grand a year to start off. A lot of money to play rugby and train.
Even if you don't get in, you play for your local team, they make £1,000 a month.
I don't proclaim to know a lot about American football. I'm watching the documentary on Netflix, Receivers. It's like following 4 of the best like catcher receivers. They've got the catchers in the NFL. And the one guy, right, is in his 3rd season, so he's still on his first contract. And I'm sure he's on $500k a month. And they're like, and they are saying they wanted to renegotiate with him this year, but he held out for the 3rd year because they reckon because he's currently the best receiver in the league and he's still classed as a rookie. So $6 million a year. They reckon he'll be on like 40-50 million a year when he renegotiates. And
so how much income are these clubs got coming in?
You don't surprise me. You only watch the crowds, man. You talk 100,000 people every game.
But it's not just the crowds as well. The franchise, the pay-per-view, the franchise, the clothing, all these things.
And it's not one of them on a team, is it? How many of them are on a team?
America's massive. 300 million people.
It's like, and there must be so much money because like there's one guy on there, like he owns a bus, like a big 20-seater bus, and takes his whole family to every game. They got their own booth. So I'm guessing all that he's not paying for that, is he? Like all that's paid for, and Oh, it's a mental, man. You can see, if you had to pick between the two, but again, much bigger talent pool to get the NFL than it is to get the UFC, in my opinion, in America.
I'm going back years, so imagine what's like today. I remember them talking about Jack Charlton, right? Jack Charlton was England World Cup winner, became a successful manager of Ireland. And when Jack Charlton was Ireland, I watched documentary, and he was like, I cannot spend any money. I go to a restaurant, it's paid for. You know, I want to buy a car, we'll give you a car, just put it, you know. So that was back then in Ireland with Jack Charlton. Can you imagine now, like Cristiano Ronaldo? I bet you don't have to put his name in his pocket. Like if Cristiano Ronaldo's come to your restaurant, you're going to go, you don't have to pay. Same as if Conor comes.
Can we just take a picture of it?
Can we take a picture? Can you make it regular? Come once a month. You don't have to pay, we'll treat you like
it's sorted, aren't you?
It's sorted, like. I tell you what I did yesterday, I go off all the time, like Jack Charlton, he took the whole Ireland football team for a pint in this Dublin. And he says to the guy, I will pay for everything at the end. And the guy goes, yeah, all right. Well, when he went to pay, he put the check out. And it's for like a couple of grand.
Yeah.
The guy never actually cashed the check in. He framed it and put it up behind the
Yeah,
bar.
yeah.
And Jack said, and that one didn't cost me either.
I was up filming at this rugby festival, Heart of Wales Rugby Festival. They've got like a big piss up. I think I showed you videos tonight.
Yeah.
And there's this tent for the women doing this flamingo bingo. And they brought Josh in, signed a ball, and they all had to bid for charity. Got up to like 1,500 quid or something for these guys to sign a ball. And I was just thinking like, and they adored them. Do you know what I mean? Instantly. And I was like, MMA just doesn't have that same.
Not unless you're Conor McGregor.
Exactly.
Last one before we wrap, I see he's back sparring. He's got videos up. Back. So Dana's saying now next year. Do you know what? I'm starting to think. I keep going for all these conspiracy theories, the drug conspiracy, you know. But there's one I seen Jake Paul do a really good video on it, because obviously Jake Paul hates the UFC, and he's like, well, you know why he's not fighting? And he was like, yeah, he's not injured. He said, the UFC's rights are up in December. He said, now Conor got one fight left on it. Conor have got 2 fights left on his deal. He said. Now, if you're ESPN or you're Disney Plus or you're Amazon, and I come to you and say, I've got Conor McGregor for 2 fights. Then you say, great, we'll have it. If he fights now, he said, in November, and I come to you and I say, oh, I've got Conor McGregor, but we're going for one more fight, then why would you sign me on a 5-year deal?
Yeah,
said,
makes sense.
When you've got no one else of that star value that can pull in that vote. He said, they're holding him out, he said, and this is why he's off doing the BKFC thing, because he's not stupid, he knows the crack. And
he's frustrated, yeah.
He got to be frustrated, haven't he? Because I know this year has been a bit shit for him, but he's been asking to fight for about 18 months, and it's as if they just keep pushing him and pushing him and pushing him. And
surely there's a time limit on that though as well, isn't there? Them 2 fights?
Well, I think they get away with it, because I think how it works is,
if you're injured,
because he signed the contract to fight in June, because he wrapped up with him, they'll give him like a 6-month extension.
Yeah, they can keep extending. So every time you sign in and say, I'm not available to fight, and say you weren't available for 4 months, it can tab down in the end of the year.
So they can offer stupid options to him that he can't accept. And
listen, I think he's not going to go anywhere else, is he? Who's going to pay him or the UFC, right? Even though it's not money for him now, is it? The only way I see him is coming out of a contract and starting his own organisation.
I'll tell you who'll pay him.
Who?
The fucking Turkey Al
yeah.
So BKFC Riyadh season.
Yeah,
but
I think it would be a Conor McGregor event.
Riyadh season, he's working with the UFC and PFL now, but I won't be surprised that Turkey, whatever his name is, just does a Riyadh season MMA event and just gets him in with.
Yeah.
Because the PFL will give him someone to fight McGregor, because he's massive, then you come back to the PFL and fight then, do you know what I mean? Same with Francis, like they've no issue for them letting him.
I was having a look at that Francis fight, he can fight. Have you seen it?
You've seen him side by side.
The size of him?
Yeah, and I was watching ones, he throws Andy on the takedown. Not Francis coming to takedown, but he's so rangy, and he's knocked out the legitimate Bellator champ. Bader, you know, he's KO'd him.
I'm pretty confident.
I'm
pretty confident Francis will spark him out, but the worry is how will that last knockout have affected him.
Yeah, will he be?
Because when you get knocked out like that, there's no chance you look at yourself.
Look at his performance when he came off the back of the Stipe fight.
Yeah,
he fought Derek Lewis, and everybody say this is going to be fight night. It was arguably the worst fight in the history of UFC. The Derek Lewis won by throwing probably 12 punches to Francis's 6 in the entire 3 rounds. It was awful, wasn't it? I remember being watching and I said they got to give it to Derek. He's thrown 12 punches. He's thrown 6. And that's not exact, but it was ridiculously low figures actually landed.
Josh was a monster, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
I seen the face-to-face with him and Dubois.
I like that he's showing.
I like that he's just being who he is now. He's just being a nasty.
Do you know what he reminds me of? when Jones was the Christian and then went, nah, I'm gonna be me.
It's about time, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think you've earned more fans from it. Real
fans, yeah.
I prefer him now, because I think, at least he's being real.
Yeah.
But he ain't got an easy fight in Dubois. Dubois on a fucking good
bang as well.
He can bang, boy.
It's heavyweight boxing, boys. Anything can happen.
If Dubois land flash on anyone, he can put him out. And I didn't think he beat Ergovic.
When's Fury fighting?
December.
Is it December?
December, yeah.
What are we saying on that?
Do you know what? You can't really say anything on it, because you can't look at that last fight and say, yeah, Usyk smashed him.
No.
Alright, yeah, it was. When did he rock him? In the 8th round, was it?
Yeah, I just think, the one round where he rocked him was hand.
I think the first.
Outside of that, it was quite close compared to the boxing match.
My buddy Ben will vouch for this. We were sat there. I think Usyk won like the first two, and then like 3, 4, 5, 6. Tyson was getting going, and I looked at my buddy Ben, and I was like, if Usyk don't do something, he's gonna get knocked out, because Fury was showboating him, was smashing him, and then he whacked and then he broke his nose, and you could see it, and then bang, nearly chinned. Tyson Fury, when he retired, when he dies, they got to study it. They got to take his head and study his chin. But they don't make no sense.
He's recovering.
Like people are saying, like, he's out on his feet, and then a minute later he's back dancing.
Listen, you'll never ever beat that Deontay Wilder when he's flat and he sit that meme that they done with the music. And
what I do like about Fury, you're not seeing a lot from him online, which leads me to think.
Yeah, like did he? Without disrespecting his age, did he think he's a smaller man? I don't need to train. I can just lean on him and have a bit of a shot.
I don't think he underestimated him, but I think he thought that because of the size, Usyk wouldn't be able to get him and hurt him.
He was constantly in a middleweight.
And then when he hurt him, but listen, Usyk's a problem for him. He's so fucking technically good. If he downloads enough to work you out, then there's not
and he's fearless. There's no fear in Usyk. You fight any man, any size.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people like walking with Fury, they're intimidated.
He's good banter as well. And you seen the videos of him saying to Tyson, stop fighting the little, because Tyson there's a video of him kicking the Thai pads. He's like, my friend, stop fighting. He's obviously speaking in Ukrainian. He's like, stop fighting the little guys. He said, you always want to fight the little guys. Get running, my chubby friend. He said. But
I thought, I'll be honest, on the night, I must have been in a bias room, because we were all thinking that Fury had done it. Like, I thought he nicked it.
I thought you said you won clear, you did?
I thought it was close, but I thought Usyk done enough. I thought Usyk, he deserved it. I thought, especially, like I said,
was it a split decision?
No.
No, it was unanimous.
It was unanimous. I thought he won the first 2, and I thought Fury won like 4, and then he won the 7th, and then he put him down in the 8th.
That's 2 points difference.
And I think he probably won 3 of the last 4, to be honest.
No,
but look, it's a good fight.
It's a good couple of months coming up, boys, with fights, isn't it?
And you know what? It's a good thing in a way for me that all these, apart from, I know Usyk haven't lost, but you got to be fair to me, you fight anyone anyway. But it's a good thing, I think, that Joshua have lost and Fury have lost, because now they'll just all fight each other. Like, you'd never got Joshua against Dubois 5 years ago if they were both undefeated, because neither one.
And that's what I still want to see, Joshua and Fury.
Yeah.
You know, I think we'd all pay money to go on.
Like, Usyk could fight Fury now and knock him out, and I'd still pay money to watch Fury and Joshua.
Yeah, agreed.
Or vice versa. Like, Usyk have beat Joshua twice, but if Joshua knocks out Dubois now and Usyk, I'd still watch Joshua and Usyk for a 3rd time.
Let's finish off with the new star of the WWE. Our boy Oban Elliott, living the dream in Berlin.
Crazy.
And so let me tell you what we found out. Me and Jack were sat in the glamorous Neath Leisure Centre in the rugby changing rooms with 2 little 2x1 metre mats. That's our warm-up area, with some mad Dutchmen that were talking Dutch and smashing pads, and it's quite a unglamorous environment. And my phone goes and it's Oban. You will not believe, and I mean you will not believe, what is happening to me right now. And I go on, and he sends us a video of him, CM Punk and Triple H all in the office, chewing the fat, talking about his career, talking about crossing over to WWE in years to come. Unreal. And like, he's such a fan. I'm over the moon for him, because he is like proper living the dream. And then he's on TV and like the WWE went, Oban Elliott, the Welsh gangster, UFC welterweight, celebrate, you know. I just thought it was great.
Like, him and CM Punk are genuinely mates.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely buddies. Like, it's crazy.
And then to wrap it up, he's had a skin full of beer, haven't he? So he's looks when he's had a drink, he's looks when he hasn't had a drink, hasn't he? And he's stone cold stunnering everybody on the pavement outside.
We was at the show, weren't we? And we sat there, and Riley was about to fight, and Alfie goes, I've seen his sports robe. I'm like, no, he's not. And like I say, he's stone cold stunning people outside. And he's like, oh, they had a little tournament and I just got involved. Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Nah, good luck on it.
That'll be one of them clips, in a few years, like when he gets up the ranks a bit.
Bring him back, Dave.
Like hopefully, I'll go and get him. Hopefully as well now, we'll have
we've got another special guest coming by. I know.
Look out. I'm gonna double check this is still.
I think we're alright.
Yeah, we've got 10 minutes.
Come on, we got another special guest.
You got his top knot in as well, the samurai top knot.
He's not usually allowed online, but we'll give him a quick little cameo on the podcast, haven't we?
Right, mate?
Say hello, Joe.
How's it going? Oh, good eyes.
Say this is the most famous star we ever gonna have on. Yeah.
What's going on, son? You've been out with Mum, have you?
Right.
Oh, blinking heck, you love it in there. Right, we're gonna wrap it up.
Give it like, share, and subscribe.
Thumb up.
He's obsessed with Brett in the past.
Share, subscribe.
Job done.